Welcome back to my channel, everyone. This show is Skinner Fox. Come back to another episode of Let's Play Crusader Kings 3 Realms in Exile, where we're going to continue our campaign as Aragorn, where we've been doing some pretty decent work here the last couple episodes. I would say I think we're doing okay. Let's go ahead and station these last couple of men-at-arms real quick, just to make sure that we get the most bonuses that we absolutely can. And there we go. So one thing that we need to do right now is we need to go ahead and clean up these last few areas over here. I don't foresee them giving me too much trouble, but it's one of those things that's worth doing. Also, we need to check and see. We do have this legend right here that is in fact finished. But what I want to do now that we've done that, because I believe that we've already used that Holy War thing that they've given us for completing the legend. What I want to do now is I want to go ahead and get another one. If we can go ahead and get the most holy life of King Elisar, I think that that would probably be the best for us. And that also will just kind of give us something to do, something to look forward to. The only thing that could really mess that up is if Sauron actually, declares war against us in the relative future, like, and he breaks the truce and all that kind of stuff. But we're just kind of banking on the fact that he may not. Like, we're just hoping that he doesn't really. Until then, though, we're just going to get all of our guys up here, send them on over here to siege these last couple of provinces. I don't foresee there being any issues with that. Yep, not worried about the stress at all here. Stress does not really make a difference there. Sure, why not? Oh, and there we go. Awesome. I believe this is just some random mercenary band going for this land along with, like, against us, which is kind of hilarious. Is that what that is, or was that guy right there? Oh no, it's actually this guy down here. Um, we're not going to go for a fine battle axe there. We're going to go ahead and enforce demands here, which is awesome. And now we're going to send all of our guys over here to take care of this last little tiny bit that we have. Ooh, a little bit of lag there. Haven't really had to experience a whole lot of lag in this campaign, which has been pretty nice. Because once you get into late games of CK3, I tend to get a little bit of it just because there's so much going on all the time in CK. We're gonna go ahead and just get rid of all these like little things up here, and we have 60,000 troops right here, so this is quite a bit of quite a lot here. Enforced demands, go ahead and call that there, which is nice. And now we're going to go ahead and disband everybody. And we're not going to go for these guys right now, I don't believe. I think we're just going to kind of let them be for now. Because I'm not worried about this. Like, this is not like the goal anyway, nor is it like super important one way or the other. Alright, let's see. So, now as far as Mordor goes, we can't really go to war with them for quite some time. So, if I had to bet, I bet you they're probably going to break their truce against us in the relative future. So we're going to have to just be careful. We're going to go ahead and ransom off everybody that we have, get every little bit of gold that we can here. Some of the physician, yeah. If there's a disease, we might as well just go ahead and take care of that. Second thing, while I'm sitting here thinking about it, okay, we need to check to see what land we have first before we do anything else. We own all of this right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to grant this to one of these good guys over here. This seems to be fine. 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. I'm going to create this Kingdom of Lermiskun. Give that to him. And just grant him all of these vassals right now. I don't foresee us needing any of them. This is one of those things where I just think maybe getting him to be super strong might actually expand a little bit for us. Don't know how much the vassals really do that on here because I haven't really experienced it a whole lot or haven't noticed it a whole lot because normally I'm the one just like mass expanding, so it's not really as big of a deal to me. But I mean, for if they do that for me, it's not a big deal. But we do have that done with. We do not need adopt administration. Next thing we need to do, we need to go ahead and look up here to our wilderness encampments and just go ahead and upgrade them as much as humanly possible. We're going to go ahead and get them to 2, I think, is what I'm going to kind of lean towards. That's all 3 of those, and then the 4th one is up here, which is actually going to be really close to being able to upgrade into an actual holding. So there's that we have to look forward to. A lot of these places are not high, so we're going to go ahead and try to get uh, the development in them pretty quickly. This guy is not part of us? Yeah, he is. Okay, awesome. We could go here for Gundabad, but I don't see it being an issue. I don't see any real purpose for going after them. So we'll worry about that later. We do have this guy here, which I don't understand this. Like, what all land do you own? Oh, he owns, like, this. Interesting. Hmm. Whatever, we'll circle back to you here in a bit. Let's check out our legend real quick just to see how it's coming along. We're 55 of the first 100 for the first section of this. We did lose wounded, which is really, really nice. And we do have some more prisoners, so that's also nice to. Let's go ahead and ransom off all these people here. We do have one thing here from this person. Beautiful. Okay, moving on. Let's see. We can't go after this guy here. This person here might be pretty good to go after. But we can't go after them, and we can go after this person here. So, 2 small places that are more than easy enough to go after. I'm kind of just waiting on on Mordor just to kind of come after me. So we're just gonna see how long it takes for anything. Okay, so we're gonna pause for a second and head back over here to our wilderness places because it looks like some things have gotten built, which is good. We'll go ahead and clear out a few of these small things here. Nope, those are just 2. Oh yeah, I must have lost one of that. That's right. That's right. That's right. That one of those things must have been someone getting that for me, so that's fine. That's 8 months, so we'll come back to that in a second. Oh, and here comes my army ready to march out. And then there's, like I said, there was the war that we knew was coming. So I'm not shocked at all by this. This is what I figured. They're gonna go for Horondor. Okay, that's interesting. If I had to if I had to bank on it, I probably would have like figured that's where they were going to be coming from. As for military assistance, I actually have a 36% chance of getting that one, which would be pretty sweet. I don't foresee any of the elves helping me. I mean, like it does look like they have like the most minute of chances, but I'm not going to hold my breath over it. Even Dale doesn't want to help me, which is interesting. I'm just gonna ask everybody and just see what I can get out of these. I already know like these guys are more than likely gonna say no. Let me look up here at the most North people don't want anything to do with it either, so let's see. Okay, we have some no's, which is what I figured. Okay, we did have two yeses. I think that might have been for my allies. Does look like everybody I think I asked just for military assistant all said no. So the assistance isn't coming, but that was to be expected though. I'm not at all shocked by that. So let's get our guys over here to siege this as fast as we can. I want to get these two done as fast as possible. Um, an 8-month siege seems a little excessive. I'm assuming that this must be all of the siege equipment right here, so because that is quite ridiculously long. Let's see what we have for wandering. I think I want to say this one's probably the best one. Well prepared is also, I would probably say, very good, but you just never know. Um, sure, why not? The 450 gold isn't going to help me right now anyway. I'm going to grant him that. I'm actually very curious to see how long it takes for Sauron to start getting some war score on me here, because I am taking a long time to actually do this. We did just get 4 pieces of land out of nowhere, which is a little annoying, but that's okay. And it does look like there's just like one guy who is making things as inconvenient as possible on me. Okay, so enforced demands, we have to accept that. That's a little disappointing, but that's okay. All right, so before we head over to Sauron, we do need to take care of these 5 pieces of land that we do not at all want. Grant title, give him to him, and we're going to let him figure out what to do with all this after a certain point. I'm assuming he's going to make his own vassals and stuff. Gondor, we do have quite a few pieces of land, so it does look like someone over here, 2, 3, 4. So there we go. That's what it was. So we did have a bunch of land over there get taken. We're going to set up our rallying point over here, raise everything we have. We're going to raise the biggest holy order that we have. It does, well, this one's only 20 something troops less, but it's at no cost, so we will take that one. It does look like we cannot get any of these special guys here, which does suck kind of bad. You really like to see the opportunity to be able to get some of these higher end ones up here, but I'm assuming that they're already contracted with somebody, so it's what it is. Let's go ahead and meet everybody here as much as we can. It says 9 months, but I'm not wanting to take that long for that. Oh, because one of them is the what's it called? I know what it is. One of them is the Holy Order. That's fine. Let's check out the legend real quick. 170, which is really good. We do have somebody coming up here to help us, which is awesome. Okay, now that we're maxed out for that, we are going to go ahead and get the best of these that we can. I think we can hire all of them, which is always nice. And we're going to go ahead and link them together, and we are going to go to work. They're at 43, which I'm not actually really worried about that as much. Would love to see this 5,000 stack join me real quick. Awesome, that's a huge win, and that's probably just going to be the win in general. Like, I just don't see us losing now, because now we've shown that we can actually beat their troops, and they can't even hold the land that they've taken from me. So we are going to start heading over here towards the rest of them, and it does look like they're actually losing a lot of troops to attrition. So we're going to go for some of these smaller bands right here, take them out first, and see the battle is just pretty much already won here. Let's check and see. We do have something that we can do. We're going to go ahead and do this. Domain taxes and vassal taxes. I mean, well prepared is really good, but just getting the extra money is going to be really helpful, I think, especially when it comes to us getting these mercenary bands here coming up. So it's starting to look like every mercenary band that we have is just going to be just that much more important every single time. And being able to get them is going to be really, really big for me. So we're going to go and catch these guys off guard real quick. Just get them as they, because the AI is pretty dumb in this regard, where they're doing what like a lot of people who are really quick trying to get just win a war really fast. They're not linking up the troops all the time. They are just throwing caution to the wind. They think they're just going to steamroll, and it's one of those things that I don't really understand why the AI does that, especially Sauron, who is so strong anyway. He's just throwing away. Like, a big advantage is having all of his troops linked up at one time and just slow rolling a war, but he doesn't. He just sends his troops in like one after the other, or maybe it's the AI. Like, if it's multiple vassals that are operating them, that's the only thing I can think of. But that is huge for us to get that legend finished, and we still have 3,000 gold left. And then not only that, but we're going to enforce demands and get a ton of gold off of Sauron right here. Good swapping 8,000, I think you get. Couldn't have done it without you. Yes, you just hand out the 900, like the two $900 payments. Negotiate a defensive pact against with somebody. That's beautiful. Hold court. We will do that now. Um, and do I still have my troops over here? No, I already disbanded them, which is even better. Really couldn't have been a better situation right there. We're not going to start a legend. We're going to go here, hold court real fast, just to do it. Hostile. Effects games become more common. No. Well, why not? I'm going to take 900 gold from it. I don't care. We'll take the gold from that, and we'll give away one of those provinces. That's honestly a really good time for that for me. So they gave me 1,500 gold for a land I was going to probably give away anyway, so I'm cool with it. Now we're going to go ahead and give out to. We'll keep the other two. Okay. Real quick before we do anything else over in this direction, we're going to go over here to our little provinces over here and clear out whatever's left. May have took too much time and some stuff started coming back. That does happen. We'll go ahead and feudalize this because I don't necessarily need it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I'm going to go ahead and grant vassals of bam, bam, and bam. Oh, I can only do one at a time. I don't know why I was sitting there thinking I could do that, like handing out land. I could just do one at a time there. That's okay. That's fine. We do have one person over here that we can offer vassalization to, which is awesome. I don't know if that was somebody who just colonized that and was just there, but we'll take it. Anyway, moving on. I'm actually curious if that's even an option for this guy. 139 is closer than what I thought it was. Okay, so first of all, we're going to do the Evangelize the Realm, which is cool. I don't know if that actually did anything. Okay, it did actually, I think, do something over here. There's only a few places that did not fully convert there. Now the second thing is to clear grounds for this, which I do think we need to do because it's just a nice thing to get here. We'll do Neperos. Clear grounds for it, that's fine. Wherever that's at, actually. I've got to find it. Is over here, I believe. Yeah, and we're going to construct that for 900 gold. That's awesome. And the Banner of the Righteous rises. Awesome. And now what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to immediately re-go back to war with Sauron because I have a huge advantage over him, and I also have another right for another holy war. We are going to go for, I think, Gorgoroth. This is the tough one, right? Like, I think that's the one that we're going to go for. Oh, or, hmm. I think if you go for Nern, I think you just cut off like all of his power, right? Because then Gorgoroth is just that's all that's left. Let's do that. Let's go for Gorgoroth. That's it's risky, but I think it's a good call. I think it's something that's going to work. We're going to immediately ransom off everybody, and we're going to immediately raise every. We're going to raise all of our stuff over here outside on Minas Tirith. Raise them. We're going to go ahead and special mercenaries. I don't know if they're still going to be available, but we can ask. We're going to send a gift to this guy first, and then we're going to see. Yeah, now he'll take the invitation. This person says no. That's because it's an orc, and I didn't even realize it first. And then we'll go ahead and hire these guys as well. Awesome. And we still have all these guys for another 16 months, which is awesome as well. We're going to call all of our allies to war here. This guy probably actually will benefit from Sauron getting weaker. I don't think any of these guys are going to come to help me, but you never know. You just might as well ask if they give you the option. This person is fighting someone who knows. This person is as well. No, this person's new. Let's see. 100%, we will take that all day, every day. Let me see with these guys. I didn't even think to ask these guys. Oh, 100%, I'll take that. Okay, well, we'll take that. We did get one. I don't think this person will. No, okay. I'm just trying to get rid of some of those things up there. Okay, so pause for a second. Let's before we go on with the time anymore. We are at 9,000 and all of our troops have been raised. We are going to link them across the river real quick. Um, that gives us 62,000. It's not as many as I thought. All that while, let's go over here because I did see that the those things that we're trying to get done were finished. We're gonna go ahead and upgrade this. You might be thinking like this is not super important right now, but it's still something nice to do whenever possible. I also want to see like what is the development of this 3, so he's already good. And while we're doing that, let's see. I think this is the other one, and we will go ahead and increase the development of this as well. This is already at 1, so it's honestly doing pretty good. Anyway, moving on. Let's see. Meaning all of the people that we have right there. Let us move the rallying point right there, and let's just see if there's anybody else that can be raised while we're sitting here waiting. Let's go for Minas Morgul real quick. It's 4 months siege, but I think it's something that can be done pretty quickly. Like all things considered. Actually, let's go back up here because it does look like they are coming. And here's the thing. Is there anybody else that I can actually hire real quick? I want to make sure that I have every last possible advantage that I can get here. Okay, we did get that, but I don't think we can hire anything else there. I thought we already had that, but apparently we did not. but that is okay. So now we're going to march our guys up here. Alright, so let's move on up here. Interesting. Okay, so with that being done, we're going to march back. I don't see any reason to even deal with that. If they're not going to come back over there, we're just going to ignore it for now. We're going to grant him this tile and that tile. We do have 284 troops down there, which is weird. I don't really understand why, but we might as well start heading that way. We're extending all of this for 3 more years. Can't really afford to lose them right now. So now he's okay. So this is the good thing now. Sauron is starting to spread out his troops, which is what we needed to have happen here. That was the goal. Um, Now we got them. You just had to wait until they got split up enough to where you can actually like cheese out that a little bit. Scummy, but absolutely necessary in that situation, because if not, you just don't win that battle, and I can't afford to like really lose that. And what we need to do right now also is we need to go ahead and get this. This is going to be a really big one. Let me make sure there's nothing else over here that's any better. That's not going to help me at all, so we're going to just go ahead and do that. And I'm going to look at Wanderer here in a minute and see if there's anything else in that tree that actually will help me at all. Let us actually go up here and link these guys up real fast. Let's see. I think now, with that being done, we can start heading down here. We're gonna go through the main section of. After we take this, I think we're going to take this first, and then we're going to head over there. Okay. Where is Sauron at right now is the question. I mean, it's showing that he's still in Barad-dûr, but looking for his troops, I actually can't find them anywhere, which is hilarious to me. But we're gonna march across. Because is there a way to get there? So there is a piece of land that we can go through up here that will lead us into their land that will not actually just absolutely break us there. Moving along here. It's showing that like our war score is going down, but I'm not actually worried about that at all. I'm just trying to make sure I don't lose anything to attrition, because we will get troops back over time, even though we're losing quote unquote to attrition damage. Okay. And there we go. We're going to do that, and now we're going to start sieging these castles real quick. There's 61%, 68. We're going to move up here to this one. There's somebody they're taking one up here, which is also super helpful. $72. That one's super helpful. We'll send them back. Accept the call to war, which is awesome. Cool. And that's honestly just huge. Absolutely huge. You just like we basically just took like the vast majority of Mordor's like main holdings, and the only bad thing, I say bad thing, it's not really a bad thing, is now a lot of that land is not going to be of the current religion. Not that I think it's going to be that big of a deal, because it does look like we do have one or two or whatever, but that's fine. Um, but it does look like we just have a lot of land to deal with now, so let's go ahead and take care of that. This guy married? No, he's not. We're going to grant this to a younger guy for sure. This guy right here looks like he's going to do it, and we're going to give him everything. Um, and the reason why is because I just don't necessarily feel like micromanaging it, and giving him all of that would be just absolutely wonderful. What ends up happening now is we take this, we go ahead and create, we're going to usurp this from him, which it's really weird that he actually still has that, even though we took over pretty much all of his land. And now we're going to let him just take care of it. He's got 23 provinces. He can give them out however he so desires. Don't have any interest in dealing with that much land. We're going to feudalize this, and we're going to feudalize this. And then those two lands are now also done with. We're going to go ahead and give this guy both of them. And on that note, I think we're going to go ahead and call it, because yeah, the only war we have left is this one over here, and we will deal with it when we get back. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a like in the section below. If you want to see more in the future, please subscribe to the channel. And if you have anything you would like to say, any comment you would like to leave, any questions you have, please leave them in the comment section below. I always enjoy interacting with y'all. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.